fiasco.
Hey, Century. There are times when I look above and beyond. There are times when I feel your love around me, baby. I'll never forget my baby. When I feel
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tamia here, and I am finally back with a brand new video for you guys today. I know it's been a while. I haven't showed my face here on YouTube in about 4 months. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a short little life update and telling y'all some lessons that I learned in my first semester of optometry school. So I moved to Puerto Rico at the end of July, early August. We started school at the beginning of August, and I'm going to be honest, those first few months, like the first 2 months, were kind of hard adjusting to the new island life and just adjusting to being in a new place around new people, living with new people. I did get used to it pretty quickly. I am going back to Puerto Rico in January to start my second semester, and I'm going to be there until about July, I think. This semester has been very rewarding. It has been very tough and very stressful, so I do want to share with y'all a few of the lessons that I've learned in my first year of optometry school. If y'all enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, which is linked in that down bar below. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into a few little lessons that I learned in this first semester. Lesson number 1, studying isn't one size fits all. Everyone studies differently. What works for you may not work for someone else. With me personally, I love to rewrite and retype my notes all the time, but I know a lot of people who didn't like to do that because they felt like they didn't retain enough information when they did that. Some people love to use Anki decks. Me personally, I liked using Anki decks, but I kind of fell off with it towards the end of the semester. So really, you just have to find what works for you. And I feel like a lot of people, when they go into grad school or even undergrad period, like your first semester or at least your first couple semesters, you're going to be figuring out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And you know, if something works for somebody else and it does not work for you, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up because we all learn differently. We're all different as human beings. Lesson number 2, it is not a competition. I know there are many people out there who want to be the best, they want to be at the top, but you got to be the best for you and only you. One thing that I learned over this semester is that trying to compete with everyone will kill your confidence very fast. Lesson number 3, time management is literally everything. You do not write it down, it probably will not get done. It is very important to manage your time in grad school. Know what to focus on and when to focus on it. Lesson number 4, you will not understand everything immediately, and that's okay. One thing that always happened to me is every time I walked out of lecture, I was so confused on some topics. I was just like, what the freak was that professor talking about? And there were other times where I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. You just have to understand that you will not understand everything immediately. Most of the time, this material, this information is new to you. And that's why you have to take the time and plan out your days and study efficiently. Lesson number 5, community matters. This semester, my classmates, my roommates, everyone around me just made everything so much more bearable. We studied together, we vented together, we cried together. Being in a new place for me was very scary at first, but understanding that there were so many other people around me who were in the exact same position as me just made me feel 100 times more comfortable. And we really built a community within amongst ourselves. Definitely surround yourself around people who kind of going through the same thing as you. You know, some people may call it trauma bonding, and that may be true, but you know, at the end of the day, that trauma bond is what's going to get you through. Lesson number 6, rest is productive. Do not feel bad for taking rest. Rest is not lazy. You do not want to be studying 24/7. If you spend 6 hours looking on a computer screen, looking in a book, whatever you were doing, take an hour break. Take a 2-hour break. Take the time to rest, because at the end of the day, burnout will not earn you any kind of extra credit. Another lesson that I learned is discipline over motivation. At the end of the day, the motivation will come and go. There's going to be times where you feel like it. There's going to be times where you don't feel like it. But as long as you're disciplined enough to know that you got to get work done at the end of the day, everything is good. The last lesson, and probably the biggest lesson that I learned this semester, is having faith and having grace. Trusting in God, having grace within myself, and also remembering why I was there kept me grounded, and it kept me sane on the hard days. I always reminded myself that you're here for a reason. And if I ever felt like it was becoming too much for me, I always reminded myself how good it felt to be overwhelmed by the things that I prayed for. Anyways, y'all, that was all of the lessons that I learned in this first semester of optometry school, and I know there's going to be plenty of more lessons to be learned. I'm just super duper proud of myself. I'm super happy that I finally got through it. And I know this is not the end of the road. This is actually the very beginning of the road. So I know there's much more to be learned, much more to be taught. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, which is linked in the down bar below. And make sure you follow me on all my social media, which is also linked in the down bar below as well. Bye-bye.
And I feel that I don't belong, draw my strength from the words when you said, hey.